Hello dear students. In last lecture we had discussed about the trigonometric concept, trigonometric formulation, trigonometric interrelation formulation in last lecture. Now today we have to solve the exercise 8.1, that is the first exercise of this chapter. So this exercise is completely based on the basic formulation of the trigonometric ratios which are depending on the triangle. In this exercise we have to find out the ratios. Some values of the triangles are given and we have to find out the ratios of the trigonometric functions. So when we are going to solve these examples of the exercise 8.1, before that we have to revise some parts. This we must know the trigonometric ratios or trigonometric functions are useful only when the right angle triangle is given. And if we consider the right angle triangle, there is a most important Pythagoras theorem is useful. Pythagoras theorem is useful. What is the Pythagoras theorem statement? That is the sum of the square of the perpendicular sides. So in this triangle AB and BC are the perpendicular sides. That means AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. So this is the statement of the Pythagoras values. So here, which are the perpendicular sides? One is the AB and second one is the BC. Then according to the Pythagoras theorem, sum of the square of the perpendicular sides. Sum of the square of the perpendicular sides is equals to the square of the hypotenuse. The side which are completely opposite to the 90 degrees, such a side is called as the hypotenuse. So this is the Pythagoras theorem. By using this Pythagoras theorem, we are going to find out the remaining sides which measurement of the third side is not given in examples. So to finding the missing measurement of the third side, we just find out using the Pythagoras theorem. And when we know all the measurements of all the three sides of the triangle, that time we are able to find out the trigonometric ratios. To finding the trigonometric ratios, we must know the basic formulation. We just repeat about that. Means there is the function of sine theta, cos theta, number 3, tan theta, number 4, cot theta, number 5, sec theta, and last one is the cosec theta. These are the trigonometric functions. And what is the formulation for the sine theta, cos theta, tan theta, cot theta, sec theta and cos theta in terms of the sides of the triangle? If we consider the angle C is equals to theta, angle C is equals to theta degree, or simple you can also write down the angle C, but we will take the measurement as a theta. Then if we consider the sine theta, then the trigonometric ratios formulations are, sine theta means, what is the formulation? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. Means if we consider the angle theta, then which side is totally opposite to the angle theta? This is the angle theta. So which side is opposite? AB is opposite. So we can write this opposite side upon hypotenuse. In terms of the cos theta, the formulation is adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Means if you consider the angle C, according to the angle C, there are the two adjacent sides. One is the AC, and second one is the BC. But among these two sides, AC is already a hypotenuse. So we consider the BC is an adjacent side. These are the two basic formulations, sine theta and cos theta. Third one is the tan theta. And the formulation is opposite side to the angle theta divided by adjacent side to the angle theta. That means according to the position of this angle theta, opposite side is AB and adjacent is BC. And if we consider now cot theta is equals to exactly opposite to the tan theta. That means adjacent side upon opposite side. What is the formulation for the cot theta? Adjacent side upon opposite side. That means tan theta and cot theta are inverse of each other. So what is the formulation for the sec theta? Now sec theta is the inverse of the cos theta. So that means hypotenuse upon adjacent side. Hypotenuse upon adjacent side. And the final one, the last one, the formulation is the cosec theta, which is the inverse of the sin theta. That means the formulation is hypotenuse upon opposite side. Hypotenuse upon opposite side. So this is the revised part, which is important to solve the exercise, first exercise of the trigonometric. Now we are going to start the exercise, first exercise. This is the first example of the exercise. Here the given part is triangle ABC, where the angle B is equals to 90 degree. Angle B is equals to 90 degree. Means in your solution you must write down the first part of the given part. In a triangle ABC, angle B is equals to 90 degree. Angle B is equals to 90 degree, and the measurement of AB is equals to 24 centimeter and BC is equals to 7 centimeter. AB is equals to 24 centimeter and BC is equals to 7 centimeter. And we have to find out the value of sin A, cos A, sin C and cos C. So before to finding the trigonometric ratio, we must note all the measurements of the all three sides. But here the AB is equals to given, BC is equals to given, but value of the AC is not present. So triangle ABC is the right angle triangle. To finding the value of the third side, so we use the Pythagoras theorem. So what is the next step? By using Pythagoras statement. By using Pythagoras theorem or the statement. So what is the theorem statement? Sum of the square of the perpendicular sides, that means the AB square plus BC square is equals to square of its hypotenuse. Put the values. AB is equals to 24 and its square, BC is equals to 7 square, and AC square as it is. So 24 square is a 576 plus 7 square is equals to 49 is equals to AC square. 576 plus 49 is equals to 625 is equals to AC square, and therefore AC is equals to 25. That is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle is 25 centimeter. 25 centimeter. So by taking the square root, here square root of 625 is plus minus 25, but the AC is a hypotenuse and it's always a magnitude value, so therefore we also take the positive value. So AC is equals to 25 centimeter. Now all the three sides and their measurements are given to us, means are with us. So now we are going to find out the trigonometric ratios. So the first value we have to calculate is sin A. Sin A means number one, sin of A. So which angle we have to be considered? This is the A, sin A. Now what is the formulation for the sine opposite side? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. So which one is the opposite side to the angle A? This is the angle A, and opposite side is a BC. Opposite side is a BC upon, and hypotenuse is AC. So BC upon AC, and the length value of the BC is 7, and here AC is equals to 25. So answer is sin A is equals to 7 upon 25, and second one is cos A. Again consider the angle A. What is the formulation for the cosine function? Means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So if we consider the angle A, then BA or the AB is an adjacent side. So adjacent side is AB upon hypotenuse AC, and measurement of the AB is equals to 24 24 upon AC is equals to 25. So answer is cos of A is equals to 24 upon 25. And question number 2, which value is to be formed sin C and cos C. So now sin C. Now consider the angle C. So this is the angle C. Again same formulation for the sine function. Opposite side upon hypotenuse. So opposite side upon hypotenuse, both the means here the formulations are same, but here angular vertices is different. So firstly we write down the formulation for the sine for the angle A. Now we have to consider the angle C. So which one is the opposite side? AB. This is angle C and opposite side is AB, and hypotenuse same, means AB upon AC, and the length of the AB is equals to 24 and AC is equals to 25. And last one is the cos C. What is the formulation for the cos? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So for the position of the angle C, adjacent side is BC. So BC upon AC. What is the measurement of the side BC? 7 and AC is equals to 25. So this is our ratios which we have to be found, and this is the answer for the question number first. Means in a question there are the two sides of the triangles are given. By using the Pythagoras theorem we solve the we find out the third side measurement. So after that, when all the three measurements are we have, after that we have to find out the trigonometric ratios by using the simple formulation. So this is the answer of our first question. Second question. In a second question, figure is given. So triangle name is PQR and the measure angle Q is equals to 90 degree. PQ is equals to 12. So first we write down the given values. Means in a triangle PQR, which one is the 90 degree angle? Q is equals to 90 degree angle. Write down as it is. And some measurements are given. PQ is equals to 12 centimeter and PR is equals to 13 centimeter. PQ is equals to 12 and PR is equals to 13 centimeter. So we have to find out the measurement of the length of the segment QR or the side QR. So by using Pythagoras theorem. So by using the Pythagoras theorem, what is the statement? Sum of the perpendicular side, that means PQ square plus QR square is equals to PR square. What is the length of the segment PQ? 12 square. QR, which have to be find out. QR square as it is and PR square is equals to 13 square. So here 12 square is 144 plus QR square is equals to 169. In next step, QR square as it is 169 minus 144. That means QR square is equals to 25, and after taking the square root, QR is equals to 5 centimeter. QR is equals to 5 centimeter. Means QR is equals to 5 centimeter. Now all the lengths of the all three sides are present here. Now we have to find out the tan P minus cot R. We have to find out the tan P minus cot R. So before solving this expression, we must know the simple or the separate ratio of the tan P. So tan theta or the tan P, to finding the ratio for the tan function of the angle P, there is angle P. What is the formulation for the tan? Opposite side upon adjacent side. Opposite side upon adjacent side. Then opposite side, this is the angle P, opposite side is the QR upon, and the adjacent side is PQ. Adjacent side is PQ. So tan P is equals to What is the value of opposite? 5 and adjacent is 12. So tan P is equals to 5 upon 12. Then we have to find out the cot R. Now consider the function. This is a cot and this is the angle R. So trigonometric formulation for the cot is equals to adjacent upon opposite, means adjacent side upon opposite side, upon opposite side, upon opposite side. So adjacent side is QR for the angle R and opposite side is PQ. Opposite side is PQ. So QR is equals to 5 centimeter and PQ is equals to 12 centimeter. PQ is equals to 12 centimeter. Means if we have to find out the tan and cot ratio, there is no need to find out the third. But for the practice, we already calculate this value. But for this example, there is no need to find out the length of the hypotenuse. But 5 upon 12. After that, we have to find out. Therefore, the formulation is a tan P minus cot R. Tan P minus cot R. Tan P minus cot R. What is the value of tan P? 5 upon 12 minus cot R again 5 upon 12. So similar term subtracted from itself. Therefore, answer is 0. And finally, tan P minus cot R is equals to 0. This is the answer of the second question. And second, in question number 4, the given value is 15 cot A is equals to 8. So simply write down in simplest form as cot A as it is and 8 upon 15. 8 upon 15. And we have to find out the values of sin A and sec A. Sin A and sec A. So for this formulation, we have to find out all the three sides. All the three sides. So we just draw a right angle triangle. And here, if we consider the angle A, B and C. A, B and C. And here, cot A is equals to 8 upon 15. So, given value is cot A upon 8 upon 15. We just write down the equation number 1. And we know, we have, the formulation is cot theta is equals to adjacent side upon opposite side, adjacent side upon opposite side. Now this is the formulation in terms of the angle theta, that is the cot theta. Now this formulation, we just write down the equation number 2 simply. After that, cot of A, so firstly concentrate on this angle A, that means the angle, that is the angle. So according to the position of the angle A and the formulation of the angle, formulation of the trigonometric function cot theta, adjacent side upon opposite side, adjacent side upon opposite side, from equation 1 and 2. If we consider the angle theta is equals to angle A and adjacent side is equals to 8, adjacent side is equals to 8K. So adjacent side and cot A is equals to opposite side. So according to the position of the side, angle A, the opposite side is 8K, and opposite side is a 15K, So therefore, for angle A, opposite side is BC is equals to 15K and adjacent side is AB is equals to 8K, where K is a common factor, because Why k? Because cot of A is equals to 8 upon 15. It is a ratio. It is a ratio. So they have the any common factor in numerator and denominator. So we consider it as a k. Here cot of A is equals to 8 upon 15, and we know that the cot theta is equals to adjacent upon opposite side. So here I just comparing this value. Adjacent side is equals to 8. That means according to the position of the angle A, adjacent side is a AB. Adjacent side is a AB. So therefore length of the second side AB is 8k and opposite side BC is a 15k. Now we have to find out the value of the remaining side, that is the hypotenuse. So again by using the Pythagoras theorem. By using Pythagoras theorem. And what is the Pythagoras theorem? Here AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. So what is the value of AB? 8k square. 8k square plus BC 15k square is equals to AC square. So square of the 8k square, 8 square is 64, k square as it is, plus 15 square is 225, k square as it is, that is the AC square. So here k square 64k square and 225k square, that means the 289k square is equals to AC square. After taking the square root, AC is equals to 17k. AC is equals to 17k. So here AC is equals to 17 square. When we take the square root of the 289, our answer is 17, and k square root is only k. So AC is equals to 17k. Now we have to find out the ratio sin A and the sec A. So number 1, sin A. We have to find out the sin A. Means this is the angle sin A in terms of. So what is the opposite side upon hypotenuse. So for the angle A, opposite side is BC. And hypotenuse is AC. So what is the length of the BC? 15k upon AC is 17k. k cancel. Your answer is 15 upon 17. So this is the answer for the sin A. And number 2, what is the value of sec A? Second one is a sec A. To finding the value of the angle sec A is, what is the formulation for the sec A? For hypotenuse upon adjacent side. So hypotenuse is 17k. For the sec A, for the angle A, sec A means hypotenuse is AC. And adjacent side is AB. So here AC is 17k upon AB's length is 8k. So k get cancel. Your answer is 17 upon 8. So this is the answer for the question number 4. Question number 5, which value is given? Sec theta is equals to 13 upon 12. Then calculate the other trigonometric ratio. This is the homework example for you. Understand? Question number 3, question number 5, both are the homework for you. Okay. So in this question, when you are going to solve this question, so firstly write down the given function sec theta is equals 13 upon 12. After that you just draw a figure of a triangle. Okay. So in triangle, consider any naming according to you. And what is the formulation for the sec? Hypotenuse upon adjacent. So consider the any angle is a theta. According to the position at the angle theta, just naming that value. Okay. Just we have completed the previous example, question number 4. Same example considered as a question number 5. Okay. Equals to angle B. We have to prove that angle A is equals to angle B. So here in this triangle or in this example, we take the angle C is equals to 90, and according to the given question, angle A and angle B are the acute angles. Also, here the given part is cos A is equals to cos B. So, for this triangle ACB, if we write down the cos of A, so formulation for the cos A is equals to adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So, for the cos A, so this is the angle A. Adjacent side is a AC. Adjacent side is a AC upon hypotenuse is AB. Upon hypotenuse is AB. So, and if we consider the value cos of B, again the same formulation for the cos, means adjacent side upon hypotenuse. Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. So, for the position of the angle B, this is the angle B, and according to the position of the angle B, again adjacent side is a BC. Adjacent side is a BC and hypotenuse is AB. Hypotenuse is AB. So, this is the functions. So, if we write down this equation number 1, second ratio is equation number 2. Also we have, which one is the given part? Cos of A is equals to cos of B. So, from equation 1 and 2. From equation 1 and 2. Here the value of a cos A, that means AC upon AB. AC upon AB, and cos B's value are BC upon AB. BC upon AB. So, from this above ratios equalization, just AB get cancelled. We write down AC is equals to BC. Means in a triangle ABC, this is the side AC and the side BC are congruent. And in any triangle, if the two sides are congruent, then the angle opposite to the congruent sides are also equal. Means if the two sides are equal in any triangle, if the two sides are equal, then the angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So therefore, for the opposite angle, or the if you consider the side AC, then the opposite angle is B. Opposite angle B. And for the side BC, opposite angle is angle A. That is, angle A is equals to angle B. Hence, it is proved. Okay. So, this is the example. I again repeat this. In a question number 6, we have to given that angle A and angle B are the acute angles. That means, this is the question of the trigonometric function. So, if then we consider the right angle triangle. Right angle triangle ACB, angle A and angle B are the acute angle. Therefore, angle C is equals to automatically 90 degree. So, in a triangle ACB, angle C is equals to 90 degree. And also given part is cos A is equals to cos B. Then we take the trigonometric ratios for the angle ACB and firstly write down the cos of A. Means cosine function in terms of the angle A. What is their formulation? Adjacent side upon hypotenuse. That means AC upon AB given the equation number first. After that, similar take the cosine function of the angle B. Same formulation, but according to the position of the angle B, adjacent side is a BC, hypotenuse same as it is equation number 2. And also the given part we have used cos of A is equals to cos of B. Just from equation 1 and 2, that is the putting the values of cos A and cos B and equalize them. After equating these two ratios, AB having the same denominator, so get cancelled, and remaining part is AC is equals to AB. So, in any triangle, if the two sides are equal, then the angle opposite to the equal sides are also equal. So, angle A is the opposite angle of the side BC and angle B is an opposite angle of the side AC. So, therefore, angle A is equals to angle B. This is the answer of the question number 6. Firstly, we write down the given values. Cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8. Cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8. And we have to find out the equation number 1. Means 1 plus sine theta. 1 plus sine theta into another bracket 1 minus sine theta and divided by 1 plus cos theta divided by 1 minus cos theta, and second one we have to find out the value is cot square theta. Cot square theta. So this is the second one. Okay. In a question number 7, we have to given value is cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8. 7 upon 8. And we have to find out the values of 1 plus sin theta, 1 minus sin theta, 1 plus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta. Before finding the solution of these values, first we have to draw the right angle triangle, and giving the naming as, just write down the angle theta. This is the angle theta, and cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8, and we have cot theta formulation is adjacent side upon opposite side, adjacent side upon opposite side, adjacent side upon opposite side. So for the cot theta, adjacent side means here the equation number 2. So from equation 1 and 2, adjacent side according to the position of this is the angle theta. So if we given the naming as A, B, C, angle B is equals to 90 degree, means in a triangle ABC, angle B is equals to 90 degree. So adjacent side according to the position of this angle theta, so BC is an adjacent side. So BC is equals to, here we simply write down the BC upon AB, and now given the equation number 2. So BC is equals to 7K and AB is equals to 8K, is equals to 8K. Okay, so BC is equals to 7K and AB is equals to 8K. Why? Cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8. We have the formulation cot theta adjacent side upon opposite side. Then we consider the angle theta at the point C. So according to the position of this angle C, BC is the adjacent side and AB is the opposite side. So BC is equals to 7K and AB is equals to 8K. So BC is equals to 7K and AB is equals to 8K. Now using the Pythagoras theorem, we have to find out the AC square. So by using Pythagoras theorem, so what is the Pythagoras theorem? AB square plus BC square is equals to AC square. AB square value is 8K square plus BC value is 7K square is equals to AC square, is equals to AC square. So here 8K square means 64K square plus 49K square is equals to AC square, is equals to AC square. And now 69 plus now 49 means 13, carry 113K square is equals to AC square, is equals to AC square. Therefore to finding the square root, AC is equals to under root of 113 and K. K is out of the square root. That means under root of 113 into K. If we neglect the K, there is no problem. So these are the values, and after this we have to find out the value of given expressions. That is the question. So number 1, here the number 1, what is the value? 1 plus sin theta into another bracket 1 minus sin theta divided by 1 plus cos theta into another bracket 1 minus cos theta. Then we just write down the 1 square minus sin square theta divided by 1 square minus cos square theta, 1 minus cos square theta. Which formulation is used? A plus B into another bracket A minus B, A plus B into another bracket A minus B is equals to A square minus B square This formulation is used. In next step, 1 minus sin square theta is equals to cos square theta. 1 minus sin square theta is equals to cos square theta upon 1 minus cos square theta is equals to sin square theta. Sin square theta. By using the formulation is identity 1 plus sin square theta means, what is the formulation? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equals to 1. So using this identity formulation, okay. And after that, here after putting the values, cos square theta, cos square theta upon sin square theta. After putting the values, means now cos square upon sin square, you just write down the cos theta upon sin theta whole bracket square and write down the cot square theta. Here the formulation is a raised to the power m upon b raised to the power m is equals to a upon b raised to the power m. So this formulation is used, and cot theta is equals to 7 upon 8 whole bracket square, and the answer is 49 upon 64. So therefore 1 plus sin theta into another bracket 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta 1 minus cos theta is equals to cot square theta is equals to 49 upon 64. So to solving the first question, we already get the solution of the second also. So this is the answer of the question number 7. And question number 8, the given value is 3 cot A is equals to 4, and we have to check that 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square is equals to cos square A minus sin square A is correct or not. So first write down in solution the given part. This is the question. So given value is 3 cot of A is equals to 4. So cot of A is equals to 4 by 3, given the equation number 1. Cot of A is equals to 4 by 3, simple. 3 is in multiplication, after transfer to the right hand side it will be in division. So 4 by 3. So we have to prove that 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A, and this exercise depending on the trigonometric ratios. So for this purpose we have just draw a triangle, right angle triangle. So given the naming as, if we consider this angle B, this is a C, and this will be the angle A. So here for the angle A, we simply write down the formulation of cot of A, and according to the position of the angle A, cot of A is equals to adjacent side upon opposite side, means adjacent side upon opposite side. So according to the position of the angle A, adjacent side is AB and opposite side is BC, So simple, given the equation number 2, and from equation 1 and 2, here AB is equals to 4K and AB is equals to 4K and BC is equals to 3K. So this BC is equals to 3K and AB is equals to 4K, and we have to find out the values of, we have to check 1 minus tan square A, 1 plus tan square A, and cos square A minus sin square A. So for the values of sin square A, cos A, sin A, and tan A, we have to find out the hypotenuse. Then by Pythagoras theorem, then by using the Pythagoras theorem. So what is the Pythagoras theorem? Sum of the square of the perpendicular side, that means AB square plus BC square is equals to hypotenuse square, that is means the AC square. So AB value is 4k square, BC value is 3k square and AC square as it is. And 4k square means 16k square plus 3k square means 9k square is equals to AC square. So here is the 25k square is equals to AC square, and taking the square root, AC is equals to 5k. Hypotenuse AC is equals to 5k. Okay, so after that we just find out the ratios. Which ratios? Which are useful for our examples, that means the sine, cos and the tan. Sine, cos and tan. So here sine of A, according to the position of the side angle A, sine A is equals to opposite side, that means BC upon hypotenuse. So sine A is equals to 3k upon 5k, that is k get cancelled, that is a 3 upon 5. After that cos of A, that means cos of A means adjacent side, means this AB upon hypotenuse AC. So here 4k upon 5k, again k get cancelled, 4 by 5. And tan of A, tan of A means opposite side upon hypotenuse, opposite side upon adjacent side, that is the BC upon AB. So BC value is 3k and AB value is 4k, and again k get cancelled, that is the answer is 3 by 4. So all these values which are useful for showing this checking values. Okay, so here just write down the LHS is equals to 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. 1 plus tan square A. So 1 minus, what is the value of tan A? 1 minus value of tan A is equals to 3 by 4. 3 upon 4 and its square. Again 1 plus 3 upon 4 and its square. Here is equals to 1 minus 9 upon 16 divided by 1 plus 9 upon 16. And here again, that means the LCM is 16 minus 9, and dividation 16 plus 9, dividation part is 16 in this term. So here 16 get cancelled. How? 1 minus 9 by 16, there is no denominator in 1, consider as a 1. So 1 and 16, so here LCM is 16 1s are 16, and after the cross multiplication 16 into 1 16 minus 1 into 9, that means 16 minus 9, and same procedure repeats in denominator. Understand? And fraction are present in numerator and fraction present in denominator, both the fraction having the same denominator 16, so therefore get cancelled. And here 16 minus 9 means 7 upon 16 plus 9 is equals to 25, given the equation number first. And this is the LHS. Now we consider the RHS. RHS is cos square A. RHS is cos square A minus sin square A. Cos square A minus sin square A. After putting the values, what is the cos of A? Is equals to 4 by 5. 4 upon 5 bracket square minus, what is the value of sin A? 3 upon 5 bracket square. So here 4 square 16 and 5 square 25 minus 3 square 9, 5 square 25. Both fraction and their arithmetic is there, means subtraction, but both fraction having the same denominator, that means 25 as it is, and in numerator 16 minus 9. So here 16 minus 9 means 7 upon 25. This is the equation number second. We already used the equation first and second, so therefore equation number 3, and here is the equation number 4. Here the equation number 4, and after that from equation 3 and 4 LHS is equals to RHS. That means this is a correct part. This is a correct part. Okay, dear students, question number 9 is a homework for you. Means question number 3, question number 5 and question number 9. 3 examples are homework for you. Q is equals to 90 degree. PQ is equals to 5 centimeter and PR plus QR is equals to 25 centimeter. So before solving this example, we draw the right angle triangle having the naming as PQR, and angle Q is a 90 degree. Angle Q is a 90 degree, means PQR, and here PQ is equals to 5 centimeter. PQ is equals to 5 centimeter and PR plus QR is equals to 25 centimeter. Means PR plus QR is equals to 25 centimeter. So we consider the value of QR is equals to 25 minus PR. Which value? Just QR is equals to 25 minus PR. 25 minus PR. It is the value of the side QR and PR as it is. Now we have to find out the actual measurement of the side QR and the PR, and after that it is very easy to find out the given ratio sin P, cos P and tan P. So in a triangle PQR, angle Q is equals to 90 degree. So by using Pythagoras theorem, so if we use the Pythagoras theorem, what is the statement? PQ square plus QR square, PQ square plus QR square is equals to PR square. Just putting the values, PQ is equals to 5 square plus what is the value of QR in terms of 25 minus PR bracket square. PR bracket square is equals to PR square as it is. Okay, so 5 square means 25 square. 5 square is 25 square. So here we use the one identity, means for this value, means A minus B bracket square, because bracket contains the two terms and there is a subtraction, and so A minus B bracket square expansion is A square minus twice AB plus B square. Here A is equals to 25, B is considered as a PR. So the same 5 square is equals to 25 minus plus what is the expansion? 25 square 625 minus 50 PR plus 50 PR plus PR square plus PR square is equals to PR square is equals to PR square is equals to PR square. Okay, so here the formulation is 25 625 minus twice, both having the product and their double, means 2 into 25 50 PR as it is plus PR square. After that this is the 625, that means the 650 and minus 50 PR plus, so here is equals to this PR square, and this PR square is in addition in left hand side. After transferring to the right hand side it will be in subtraction, so PR square or directly cancelled. And here 650, we are simple write down 650 is equals to, now here the term is cancel, plus minus get cancelled, this minus term transferred to the right hand side, therefore it will be in positive. This is the PR, 50 PR. To finding the value of the PR, 650 upon 50 is equals to PR. 50 get cancelled. No, just 0 get cancelled, and 5 65 divided by 5 we get 13. So therefore PR is equals to 13 centimeter. What is the value of PR is equals to 13 centimeter. This is the PR is equals to 13 centimeter, and therefore what is the value of QR? QR is equals to 25 minus PR, and here 25 minus 13 centimeter, so QR is equals to 12 centimeter. So QR is equals to 12 centimeter. Understand? So just here PR plus QR is equals to 25 centimeter. Using this expression we find out the value of QR in terms of the PR, that means the 25 minus PR, and this is a right angle triangle by using the Pythagoras theorem. So simply putting the values using the identity you have learned in class 8, and after that solving we get the PR is equals to 13 centimeter. Here this is the expansion. This is the expansion according to this identity. Okay, and QR is equals to 12 centimeter, PR is equals to 13. Now we get all the measurements of all the three sides of the triangle. So here first one is sin P. Sin P. So we consider this angle P. What is the formulation for the sine? Opposite side upon hypotenuse. Which one is the opposite side? QR. QR upon hypotenuse PR. So what is the length of the segment QR? 12, and hypotenuse is 13. Number 2, cos of P. Again this is the angle P, and in terms of cos, adjacent side means PQ. Again hypotenuse is PR. So PQ is equals to 5, PR is equals to 13, and in the last tan P is equals to opposite side QR upon adjacent side PQ, and this QR is equals to 12 upon 5. So these are the answer. So this is the solution of the question number 10. Okay, this is the answer. Now here the question number 11 is state whether the following are true or false. Justify your answer. Means the value of tan A is always less than 1. Always less than 1. It's false. First is a false. Second one, sec A is equals to 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. It's a true. Third one, cos of A is an abbreviation used for the cosecant of angle A. It's a false. And number 4, cot A is the product of the cot A and A, and it's again false. Okay, and sin theta is equals to 4 by 3 for some angle of theta. Again false. Question number 11 is that state whether the following statements are true or false, and one more part is there, justify your answer. So you people write down the solution of in terms of true and false. Also write your justification about that, means support your answer. This part is also homework for you. So in this exercise, question number 3, question number 5, question number 9 and question number 11, there are the 4 questions which are homework for you. After this session studied by you just complete this homework. Also write these examples we have solved in this video, and just write down in your notebook and solve the homework and prepare their photocopy and send me on my personal WhatsApp number. After your presentee will be fulfilled. Okay, those people who does not complete the homework, does not send the photocopy to me, such a people are absent for today's lecture. Okay, understand? Have a nice day, students.